So, I had this idea. I was listening to something outside, so I wanted to just get this thought down. I was hearing this content creator. He's a black content creator. He's talking about Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is talking about how black people aren't irredeemable. They just have to stop acting so crazy, whatever. He's from Chicago, by the way. So I would say that a part of the context that matters is that he's in an experience of a place where there are very high crime rates and all these things. So his experience has a lot to do with how he perceives these things. But regardless, then I hear this other content creator commenting on this, basically saying that yes, it's not about the skin color, it's about the culture that's happening, right? And then this content creator who's speaking on Nick Fuentes, right? This black content creator that's talking about it, he's agreeing. He's saying, yes, I'm from Chicago as well. And what have I experienced most in my life? The negative experiences have been at the hands of black men. And the people that have helped me are white people. And you hear all of this stuff about black people unite and all of these things, but then the experience that he's experiencing is not that. Well, this is what I have to say about it. And I'm going to keep this short because I just want to get this idea out, which is that there's probably a reason why there's so many, what's the word? Phrases and movements about black people uniting because it seems like they don't have space to unite in that way. It seems like whenever they do, and there's a leader, it seems like they are put down, I guess you could say. They are, what's the word I'm trying to find? Their ideas are silenced. They are canceled. They are taken out of the zeitgeist of culture. So what I would say is that I think that the problem is that because of systemic issues and because of rooted things that have happened in the past, there's still a lot of work to be done to give people the space to be able to have that cultural shift, if that makes sense. That's just a gut feeling I have. I don't feel like there's an even playing field still based off of my experience. And I didn't grow up necessarily around, well, I guess I did. I grew up in Miami, and I was definitely around a lot of kids that were much less fortunate than me because I was in a public school system. But I also grew up around Tim Hardaway was in class with me. He plays for I don't know what basketball team he plays for, but yeah. So I saw both both sides of the coin, and I just feel that there's an aspect that's just completely being ignored and people are being intentionally obtuse about, which is that there is an unequal playing field still, and it is revealed in the way that people comment about these things because they say that none of this is about these superficial qualities when that's kind of the only way that these ideas are expressed and articulated. So there's some vestige of that still there that I feel like maybe it's just a human side effect of these things and perception. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. I know I probably didn't say it in the right way, but I feel that a lot of communities feel that way, and people are confused as to why they're talked about. And usually it's because they weren't talked about before, because they weren't given a voice. And what's frustrating is that finally, when they do have the voice, people are like, why are you shouting at me? And it's like, no, I just wanted to be a part of the conversation. Okay, so sometimes people just want to be a part of the conversation. And I'll be honest, when you first are able to be a part of the conversation, since you haven't been before, it can be difficult to know the rules and the commonalities within this type of new communication that you're experiencing. So maybe give people a little bit of time because it's going to take time for everybody to get to the point of equal understanding, but it's going to take equal opportunity first. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I could be totally wrong. Like I said before in many videos, I'm an idiot, but this is just thoughts that have been coming into my head. All right, that's it. Goodbye now.